certain aspects of this. Now let's watch this video, The Deceptive World of Ghost Kitchens.
Delivery apps like Uber Eats, Postmates, Grubhub, and DoorDash have exploded in popularity. And if you use these apps frequently, you've probably had an experience just like me since COVID started. You're not in the mood for anything particular that night.
I'm so mad about this shit, dude. I've ordered from like 11 different fucking stores. Okay, with like 11 different names. It'll be like Golden China Teriyaki. It'll be like the best teriyaki joint. Chicken wings and teriyaki. Japanese teriyaki Golden China. And it's literally the same restaurant. It's always the same fucking restaurant. I'm like, well, they're not even in the same area, according to Uber. It's straight up the amount of times where I've had buffalo broccoli, okay? The amount of times I've had buffalo broccoli.
I didn't order burritos.
From the exact same buffalo broccoli. From like 8 different restaurants. First world problems.
I ordered complimentary salsa. I thought I ordered 2 burritos, but I ordered 2 orders of free salsa. So my order was actually $0, but then there was the delivery charge and the under minimum charge of $11. So I paid $11. I paid $11 for salsa. Do you see this shit? Because it already comes, every order comes with complimentary salsa, and then I ordered 2 orders of complimentary salsa.
I love that. That's fucking awesome. Anyway, there are 2 restaurants near me called Seoul Kitchen and K-Town Kitchen. They're the same restaurant. Yeah.
So you scroll through restaurant after restaurant looking for something that'll catch your eye. And one restaurant finally does. But not because it's what you're in the mood for. It's because something about this restaurant feels off. The app says it's 0.1 miles away, but you don't recall ever passing this store or seeing its storefront. And the pictures on the app don't look like a local restaurant near you. They almost look like stock photos. Even the restaurant name doesn't seem like a local family restaurant. It feels like something that would be on a neon sign in a white millennials taco restaurant. Something like Taco Bout It, or Love Tacos, or You're Tacoing Me Crazy. Now, some people might already be aware, as I...
Dude, this music is fucking hilarious, though. Like motherfuckers playing the Cyberpunk or Blade Runner 2049 soundtrack behind, like, talking about... I love that.
I was of what these restaurants are. But when I decided to make a video on it, the rabbit hole kept sinking deeper and deeper. So today, I want you to follow me down this rabbit hole of food and restaurants. But I must warn you, it's sticky. So
I gotta pee.
Bring a baby wipe or some hand sanitizer or stand next to the sink and keep washing your hands.
9:12 on your Monday. From Postmates to Uber Eats, even Grubhub, more people skipping eating out and bringing the restaurant experience home. But how that food is prepared is getting a big change. More competing companies are now teaming up using ghost kitchens to prepare your meals.
Now, what is a ghost kitchen? Well, the definition can be a little bit broad and too general because the business model is very new and ghost kitchens come in a few different forms. But in YouTuber fashion, I have the Google definition. So apologies, I'm gonna sound for a second like a 8th grader giving a book report. The Google definition of a ghost kitchen is a business operating from low rent or non-commercial premises that prepares food ordered online for delivery delivery directly to customers, which is a true definition, but also doesn't sound like anything specific to me or give me a clear picture of what their business is. However, as I've been researching this video, I've boiled down ghost kitchens coming in mainly 3 different forms. Some take place in something called a virtual restaurant kitchen, others make their food in mobile trailers, and some are in existing restaurants. But I want to start with virtual restaurant kitchens. So a virtual restaurant is a restaurant that exclusively sells through delivery apps. The actual building it's made in is a virtual restaurant kitchen that houses many virtual restaurants. And nothing showcases one of these places better than this TikTok I found from a guy named Clayton who is delivering for Uber Eats.
So this is what is called a ghost kitchen. It is a select set of restaurants that are featured. The food's cooked here. As an Uber Eats driver, you come up here, you select your restaurant. Mine was supposed to be Drunken Dumpling, and then my order was Omar here. And what's crazy is, then, for right now, I'm waiting. There's your order board, and then once that's ready, one of these lockers will unlock, and the food will be ready. And this will become our future. I mean,
You guys didn't know this? Y'all thought this is you weren't aware of this? I feel like we've like briefly covered this. Yeah, this like started popping off during COVID. Yeah.
But this will become like all food. Great. Yay, future technology.
Now, there are definitely cases of one person owning a virtual restaurant kitchen, but these places are mainly owned by tech startups. So there is a chance that a pizza place that you get delivery food from and a Chinese food place that you also get delivery food from are not 2 separate restaurants, but one kitchen owned by the same company. But I started to wonder how common these places actually were.
And it's fucking awful. Like, the food quality is such dog shit, dude. It's crazy.
Could I find one near my neighborhood? And I did. I won't be showing the address, but I sat down at my computer to look at delivery apps until I found a specific address that had multiple restaurants in it. And if you look here, as I started to go through just Uber Eats as an app, I started to find that this address had a lot of restaurants in it. If I were to ask you what you thought,
really nothing wrong with it. If the food is ass, it'll die anyway. It cuts a ton of overhead and is very profitable. Yeah.
A lot of restaurants running out of one kitchen would be, it kind of depends on how familiar you are with ghost kitchens and virtual restaurants. So you might be thinking, I don't know, 2 is a lot of restaurants. Potentially 4. Could it be like 5 or 6? So I counted the individual restaurants on Uber Eats.
I think as long as there's no health code violations, which is probably impossible not to have in a situation like that, but as long as there's no health code violations, like I get it. It's like a food processing facility, basically. And I suspect there will be health code violations. But for me, listen, man, I grew up on street food in Turkey, okay? If something tastes good, I'll eat it. I probably ate a fuck ton of pigeon meat, not realizing that I was eating pigeon meat. But it tasted delicious, okay? And my most, like, the thing I hate the most is not necessarily the litany of health code violations, but instead the fact that it tastes like fucking dog shit, and they deceived me. I wanted Golden China Kitchen, okay? Or Golden China Chicken, one or the other. But they're both the same, and they both taste like doo-doo.
That came up for this specific address. And I found 10 restaurants running out of the same kitchen. Does that sound like a lot of kitchens to you? Because if it doesn't, I lied. There are 20 restaurants running out of this one location.
Yeah, except like 5 of them are different named burger stores, which is something that I don't understand. Like, why is like 5 of them burgers? But they have like different names. And then the other 5 are Chinese food. The other 5 are Chinese. The other 5 are fucking, but they all make the same food.
And if you're thinking to yourself, that's not that many, I lied again. There are 30 restaurants running out of this single location. And one final time, I lied again. There are 44 restaurants on Uber Eats that all share this one address. And you have food places ranging in completely different cultures and food types. There's a dim sum place, there's a curry place, there's burger places, pasta places, pizza places, chicken and waffles, taco places.
Yes.
This was actually discovered by my girlfriend Chrissy. She started looking at individual menus in this one location and finding that some of the items
It's not a
looked
joke.
really similar. So I picked a
Yes. Oh my God, I'm so glad this video exists. Oh my God, dude. I hate this shit so much. Dude, I have done a rant on Postmates back in the day because I fucking hate that, like, I'll be like, I want tacos, okay? And then Postmates, before like the ghost kitchen started popping off, which is yet another fucking annoying nuisance, they would always be like, oh, you want tacos? Well, I guess you want Jack in the Box tacos. Here's a local favorite, Jack in the Box. I'm like, no. I live in West Hollywood, okay? There are probably 1,500 local taco restaurants. Why the fuck are you so insistent on showing me Jack in the Box? Be like, oh, you said tacos. You must want Chipotle. I'll be like, no. And then they're like, oh, do you want this other Chipotle then? No. Okay. How about this Chipotle that's like 3 miles away? And it's fucking psychotic. Like, no, man. No. If Postmates, instead of probably getting paid a shitload of money by these massive fucking franchises to place them at the top of the fucking search bar, actually had like a better review system, okay? They use the goated app. They would destroy. But there is no competition there. It's like barely DoorDash has like a little bit of competition. Why are you guys throwing Pago on top of? It's the middle of the hour. There's only a secret 1-minute ad break here. Shut the fuck up. Don't Pago me. Not top of the hour. Because local places have to opt into delivery services and it hurts their overhead. But they are. They are in the fucking delivery services. And that's the worst part. When they're in the fucking delivery services, I want to find them. And I can't find them. Sometimes it makes it even harder to find them inside when I know the fucking restaurant's name.
Random item from one of the restaurants that was featured here. It's a restaurant called The Codfather, and I found a beer-battered cod sandwich for $16.95. And right here it says in the description, it is a beer-battered North Atlantic cod, slaw, red and white cabbage, lemon herb aioli, and a brioche bun. So I looked at another obvious choice at the same address, at Sunset Beach Fish and Chips. And would you look at that? There's a beer-battered cod sandwich for $16.95. That is a beer-battered North Atlantic cod, slaw, red and white cabbage, lemon herb aioli, and a brioche bun. Interesting. 2 separate restaurants on Uber Eats, appearing to be completely separate businesses, selling the same item with the same description for the same price. So I looked at another place that had a beer-battered cod for $16.95, same description. And I looked at another place, and another place, and another place, until I had filled up my cart with 9 identical beer-battered cod sandwiches. And I'm going to go with Chrissy to pick it up at the same exact location. That's right, we're gonna drive to one kitchen to pick up the same sandwich from 9 separate restaurants. By the way, the sandwich is $16.95 for just the sandwich. So I'm about to pay, what's that, times 9?
But what's the point? Illusion of choice? I just realized, you know what it is? They probably avoid extra scrutiny. You order from fucking fish and chips, and you're like, oh, it sucks. Oh, ew, this place sucks. And then you order from Beer Bitch, okay? And they're like, oh, this place sucks too. And then you order from, I don't know, Fish Me Out. And then you're like, oh my God, it's the same sandwich. What the fuck? 1, they're avoiding additional scrutiny that you normally would get if you're like a shit restaurant. 2, they've also flooded the marketplace with the same restaurant 11 times over. So now an actual fish and chips restaurant that isn't a part of the ghost kitchen is getting drowned out in the search engine. That's it. Yeah. Holy shit, I just noticed Uber Eats and Postmates mobile UI is identical. Brother, they're owned by the same company. Uber bought Postmates.
I'm going to do it in a calculator. You can't force me to do math off the top of my head. I could have done it now, but I need to find my phone. All right, so if I just do the quick math on here before fees are involved, I will be paying just $152.55 to potentially try the same sandwich 9 times. So Chrissy and I started the drive. It took about, 20 minutes to get there. God, that was beautiful. When we pulled up to the restaurant, it had the name Chibo. What confused me is that when you look it up, Chibo is a local restaurant in LA. It's been open since 2002, I believe. But when you look on Google Street View, the storefront used to say Virtual Dining Concepts, which is one of the startups in the ghost kitchen industry. Now, to be honest, as we walked up, I was a little bit nervous because I don't think one of their regular employees would care, but I also doubt somebody has ordered from 9 different restaurants with the same item. The order kind of makes it obvious what I'm doing. So I walked up to him and said, "Hi, we're picking up for like 9 orders under Eddy." And the guy was like, "Oh yeah, no problem. Do you want me to put it all in one bag? Is that okay?" So we waited for a little bit. Here's us waving, just in case we're saying hello to you, specifically watching. We're waving to you. And then finally, we got the order. So
I gotta get home. Oh.
it seemed so casual. They did not care that we ordered from 9 different places and it was the exact.
Yeah, no, he has no idea, nor any care, nor any consideration to this process.
Exact same one. So we drove back, bags in hand, left bag hanging lower than the right bag. But before we bust these bags wide open, a quick word from our sponsor. Thank you all for coming to this press briefing today. As many of you already know, I am now the President of the United States because to the video. When we got back and I started to unpack them, I noticed that all of the packaging was the exact same. All right, so let's start with just 2 of them.
I think the biggest crime of this is that he the biggest crime of this is that he just fucking got fish sandwiches instead of something else.
The rest of the package is right here, but they also weren't labeled, so I have no idea which 2 restaurants these are from. This could be The Codfather. This could be Sunset Beach. This could even be Burger Bitch. First one is in this wrapping. Here's the, it looks good.
It looks good.
This looks like a good fish sandwich. These are 2 different fish sandwiches from 2 different restaurants. Legally, I do not want to say that these are the same sandwich, so I won't do that. You think that covers me? The bun feels cheap for $16.
Oh yeah.
It's good. I now know what this fish sandwich tastes like. Legally, I don't want to say that this is the exact same sandwich, but my taste buds are saying this is the exact same sandwich. Then we decided to take every single sandwich out to show them all at once. What we are looking at here are 9 sandwiches from 9 restaurants that all claim to be different businesses when you look at them. And I decided.
What's funny is that they at least posted different photos. A lot of these places don't even do that.
For science, I was going to take a bite of every single fish sandwich and give a thumbs up if it tasted.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Capitalism breeds innovation, by the way. Yet another one of my, a fantastic thing to bring up. Literally, just this is the type of fucking innovation that capitalism breeds all the time.
Now, as I've aged, I don't do as well with greasy foods, specifically something like a fish or chicken sandwich. And I can't tell you the toll that this took on my body later that day. I didn't even capture it. I was tired. Things happened in the bathroom I will never speak of ever again. But I will say that my opinion was these 9 sandwiches tasted exactly the same to me. But I think it's really important to mention that this restaurant is...
It's the dumbest way to be innovative, but it is innovative law? No, it isn't. It's not real innovation. It's literally just the only way that capitalism is innovative is by making the same product and like using or finding new ways to scam people into thinking that you're buying a different product and making more money off of it. The innovation is called scamming. Okay? You just said, "Oh, but I love the scam." It's innovative scamming.
Taking up 44 slots on delivery apps. They are competing directly with small businesses, some of which are owned by families. Now, I don't know if Chibo the restaurant owns this or if Virtual Dining Concepts bought Chibo to use their name as a brand, but would you be surprised to learn that there is another Chibo within 4 miles of the one that I just showed you? And together they take up 77 restaurant slots on Uber Eats. So whether or not Chibo is its own new company or just a
Okay, I'm beginning to realize that I've been Chibo'd like 1,000 times.
front for Virtual Dining Concepts, I want to take a second to talk about VDC. Virtual Dining Concepts, or VDC, is a major ghost kitchen company. And when you go to their website, they have a collection of brands that they work with. You have Mr. Beast Burger, which we will talk about later. You have Phase Subs, which finally answers the question, can my sandwiches just be made by gamers? But as I was reading the brands, something caught my eye. NASCAR Refuel. So I clicked on it and it opened up NASCAR Refuel Wings, and you could go right to their website. So clearly, NASCAR Refuel is a NASCAR themed ghost kitchen that sells primarily bone-in wings.
Hell yeah,
now, if you go to the
brother.
full menu, you can see that they offer 5 flavors. We've got barbecue, we've got honey garlic, we've got sweet chili, Cajun, and buffalo. My tummy's already rumbling. Is that a magnitude 7 earthquake in California? No, that's just my tummy for NASCAR wings. They even come in this fun little NASCAR box so you know the food's gonna get to you fast. So then I thought, if VDC can let NASCAR make a unique wing place, this place can't be that bad. By the time food arrives to your table at a restaurant, the people who have made the food have already jumped through a ton of hoops. The person who created the business already had the idea to create a
Honest question, do you think people who give so little of a shit to order online cares anything about local restaurants? Because yummy in my tummy. That's why. Life is oftentimes just an endless sea of L taking, okay? And in between jumping from one L to the other, sometimes you nut and that feels good. And other times you eat food and that feels also just as good, maybe better, okay? So yes, I do care. What the fuck do you mean, dude? What?
restaurant either paid their own money or got a loan from a bank to get the building rented out. They then had to hire people, make sure everybody was trained, make sure people liked the menu, cultivate a successful business, and pay the bills every month. So maybe this could be a good way to not gatekeep recipes with how much influence you have or how much capital you have to open up a restaurant. Maybe this will be a great way into having people try new foods. VDC has another wing place right there called Wing Squad. Wing Squad is a buffalo wing themed ghost restaurant that serves primarily bone-in wings with flavors like barbecue, honey garlic.
Didn't Tyga do this too, ironically? What the fuck is right or wrong with you? You sound extra angry and extra funny when you're on this topic. Dude, this is one that this is literally capitalism and food. It's like two things that I love talking about. You know what I mean? Of course I'm passionate. I love eating food and I love talking about how fucking shitty capitalism is, especially when capitalism ruins my food. Of course I'm going to be angry and passionate.
Garlic, sweet chili, Cajun, and buffalo. Are these the exact same fucking wings? Okay, so I got NASCAR Refuel. So I was gonna immediately cut to ordering NASCAR Refuel and Wing Squad to eat them both and see if they tasted exactly the same. But when I filled out both my orders, I went ahead and ordered NASCAR Refuel. And when I tried to check out with the cart for Wing Squad, they told me that it wasn't available in my area. So now, instead of proving a point for my video, I just have NASCAR wings. The only thing I care about is if they come in the cool box. I will be so mad if they don't. Yes! Here are the wings. They look pretty good, to be honest. I'll give it to NASCAR. It's good. It's good. I never said the Ghost Kitchen food is bad. It's good. I scared the neighbor's dog. But I want to get back to VDC's website because they seem to be the leading brand in working with content creators and celebrities to create ghost franchises.
Hi, I'm Robert Earl, a fellow restaurateur and the founder of Virtual Dining.
I thought he said his name was Roboto, like Roberto, but said in a British way. That would have been way funnier, honestly.
Concepts.
A ghost franchise is when one of these companies utilizes virtual restaurants and ghost kitchens around the country to instantly start up a national brand. So you pretty much snap your fingers and you have a fast food company across the whole country.
These brands offer you an A to Z solution.
Bro, this is literally, okay. I'm about to tell you guys something very scary, okay? Or I guess I kind of talked about it on Leftovers. There's a reason why everyone wants to be a t-shirt salesman nowadays, okay? There's a reason why everyone wants to be an influencer. Because when you're an influencer, you can sell, okay? You can sell products to a massive audience of loyal fans, okay? And people have realized, like, oh yeah, you can have like a built-in marketing thing. If you work with influencers, celebrities, yada, yada. So basically, this originally started with like white glove production, a normal concept for, drop shipping or whatever. A normal concept where like drop shipping companies to work with celebrities. Represent used to do this and still does this. Okay. The company I work with is another version of this that's on hands, like the ideology product that you can purchase. Okay. Like the t-shirt that I'm wearing at ideology.shop is quite literally kind of like the ghost kitchens of this. Except the difference is, I guess you can have a little bit more involvement in the process of manufacturing. But that's it. It's white label production, right? Now they've moved that into kitchens with this streamlined process. PFT is a part of Barstool's Ghost Kitchen, part of my cheesesteak. People also want to be influenced because there's 0% chance of making a good living as a public servant rather than take a bet on making it big, then admitting you will never be comfortable. Well, I mean, of course. Yeah, that too.
All you have to do is choose the brands, the great celebrities that are going to become your market partners with you.
And to get a look on how these ghost franchises start, we can look at the page on their website that advertises to creators that want to work with them. So this business model is advertised as a new way to connect with fans. Oh my God, I didn't know.
Oh, the other thing that prior versions of this would be like,
there are.
Yeah, I've talked about this already. Hasan lives in a mansion. You should let some homeless people live in his extra rooms. I have talked about. I've talked about this. Sorry, I know that a prior version of this exists as well. Like when Subway used to do like a marketing thing with like a celebrity. You know what I mean? You let XQC say? Yeah, I know. So it's basically franchisees except with different names and the illusion that they're not the same business. Exactly. I ratio Joe Biden? Really? Yeah. McDonald's did it with Travis Scott, right? The Travis Scott burger. And then it worked so well that they did it with Cardi B. Cardi B and Offset Mickey D's meal. They're doing the same shit. Subway still does it too. Right? But this time, you get to act like you own the entire fucking restaurant.
No, it was for the fans. So step one is to create your vision. They give you a more intimate and experimental way to connect with your followers. Finally, I can get intimate with Mr. Beast by shoving a Beast Burger or a Carl's Deluxe down my gullet. Just absolutely gargling
No making fun of Carl's Deluxe.
Beast-style fries. Then you work with them to create a menu. I would assume it's more so like, hey, you want to sell pizza? Do you want to sell pepperoni or sausage? Then they say to market the brand.
Oh, fuck. I ratioed the president. Oh, my God.
Connect with your...
That's sick. Dude, I ratioed the president. That's fire. About to have the Secret Service come knocking down my door, bro. Anyway.
Follow Carl's. Then you work with them to create a menu. I would assume it's more so like, hey, you want to sell pizza? Do you want to sell pepperoni or sausage? Then they say to market the brand, to use your social following and platform to connect with your fans beyond merchandise. Use the food in your content. See, guys, it's about connecting to fans. This is not a soulless way to cash in on your fans by selling them food that you didn't create, okay? It's not about making money. So let's see step 4. I gotta stop getting tricked by corporate speak. I thought Mr. Beast wanted to be intimate with me.
Sounds like your friend Ray's involvement in skincare products. Brother. Are you really that mentally ill? Like, really? Really? Like, how many, what was it, 2 years ago? How many years? Was it 2 years ago? It was 2 years ago, right? Literally 2 years ago. She literally immediately canceled a product partnership that she had with a makeup brand, which then they took the project on and didn't even change the name and worked with another person with the name Ray, Addison Ray, and nobody gave a shit about it. That's crazy. She didn't even sell them, you fucking dingus. That's crazy. Aren't you a proud owner of the product, though? I am. It's behind me somewhere. I mean, it's like funny. It's funny to meme about, but goddamn, dude. Deep cut.
I can't believe how confusing this Ghost Kitchen stuff is as a consumer. Because a few minutes after filming this, I got an email thanking me for my order from Mr. Beast Burger. The thing is, I didn't order from Mr. Beast Burger. I'm doing that later when I talk about Mr. Beast Burger. So I looked at the address in the email, and it happens to be the exact same address from where I got my NASCAR refuel wings. So they just thanked me for ordering from a completely different restaurant. And when I looked up the address, it just gave me Universal City Walk, which is the big mall outside of Universal Studios Hollywood. It didn't even match up with one of the restaurants there. It just looked like a vague point on one of the buildings. Did they make my wings in Universal Studios? Did the Minions make my wings? It seems like VDC can't even keep track of their own virtual restaurants. But if you're a content creator or a celebrity that thought it would be a cool idea to open up your own fast food brand that doesn't inherently...
I don't think... Does Mr. Beast work with VDC? I doubt it. I feel like he has enough... money to, like, make his own, right? I don't think he does. Does he? This is proving it. I work with Uber Eats in that part of the valley. So many ghost kitchens. Steve Aoki has a bunch of pizza restaurants out of ghost kitchens. Dude, it's the first thing on their website. That's wild. Mr. Beast is Red Robin. God damn. He really just showed he does. I thought he would have done his own ghost kitchen. Like, literally. It seems like you would make more profits that way. Rather than just like, if your goal is to generate profit. When I've seen Mr. Beast is with others in a ghost kitchen like this, that makes sense. Maybe he works on some locations. I've seen people say the quality of the burgers varies on depending on the location. Yeah, see, because like someone is saying my Red Robin doubles as a Mr. Beast burger. So I wonder if VDC also works with different local restaurants or franchises that are like underwater to like utilize their kitchen as well. You know what I mean?
Currently make you the devil. I mentioned 3 types of ghost kitchens before, and one of them is existing restaurants. Now these restaurants can be major chains or small businesses, and running these virtual restaurants out of a small business might help them keep the lights on. That additional revenue could be a lifesaver for them. The thing is, as I've been looking up stuff for this video, I would frequently get so lost trying to keep track of all the virtual restaurants. It would be hard to count how—
Wait, actually, Buca de Beppo is the one that does it near me? Shut the fuck up. Wait, what? Dude, what the fuck? You should sell lettuce and call it Hasanabi heads, or a brothel called Hasanabi head? Yeah, let me become a pimp, dude. Buca de Beppo has fucking ghost kitchens? Isn't that like a relatively upscale franchise? Like, I thought it was like, what the fuck? It's not? I don't know.
how many virtual restaurants are in one location or where a virtual restaurant was located. Sometimes I would look up Mr. Beast burgers in my area, and when I went to the street view, they just didn't exist and also didn't have an address listed. And that's when I started to think, if I'm spending all day just trying to locate certain restaurants, how the hell are they doing health inspections for these places?
Uh-oh.
And that's when I stumbled on an article called "Do You Know Where Your Chicken Wings Come From?" by the Boston Globe. The article centers around—
I'm gonna point this out one more time. I don't even give a fuck if it gave me explosive diarrhea, as long as it tasted good. Straight up. I don't even care if it poisoned me. If it tastes good, I'm fucking in it, baby. I'm in there like swimwear. Do not give a fuck. But the worst part of this is not that it's food poisoning. It's that it tastes bad. Okay? That I cannot, literally, I'm not even joking about this. The worst part about this is that it doesn't taste good. It's the same dog shit copied and pasted over and over and over and over and over again. I was literally eating with the sushi restaurant near me. Bubble gut every time, but so tasty. Actually, your worst take. Y'all are crazy.
Around the challenges that ghost kitchens have added to health inspection agencies in Massachusetts. Frequently, it seems that health inspectors in Massachusetts will find out during the health inspection that they're running multiple restaurants out of the same kitchen. Lexington's health director Joanne Bellinger even said, "It's like smoke and mirrors or a shell game. We license this particular restaurant, but on the side, they're running 6 or 7 other things." And they're constantly getting surprised by this because the article states, no one knows how many such operations are running in Massachusetts or nationwide, as there is no central entity that tracks them. And when health departments can't track where food is coming from, it makes it near impossible to track where a foodborne illness starts. Some defenders of virtual kitchens might say, well, if you have a kitchen that passed a health inspection, what's the harm in adding a virtual kitchen? You already passed. But what if your new virtual restaurant menu—
Bro, what do you mean? There's contaminants. Oh my God, cross-contamination events. Yeah, literally. Bro. Okay, if you have food allergies, do not order from anything on Uber, okay? Okay, that part, I am very privileged. I do not have any allergies that I know of, and I hope I don't develop any allergies. Oh my God, that is definitely one thing. Okay.